Would you introduce yourself, Mr. Daigreport? Tell us your name and DOC number.
And Myles Daigreport, 613371.
All right, sir. Mr. Daigreport, you're classified as a third felony offender. You're currently serving a 15-year sentence for possession of heroin, fentanyl, and tramadol. You were sentenced in September 2019. Also, as a habitual, your parole eligibility is April 2nd, 2023. Your adjusted good time date is July 7, 2023. Is that information correct?
Yeah.
So your case has been assigned to Mrs. Wise. Would you answer her questions?
Good afternoon, sir. How's it going?
Going all right.
Good. I need you to speak up just a little bit. I can hardly hear you.
It's going okay.
Good, good. You got sentenced in 19. Did you get sent to the reentry program at LSP?
Ma'am.
So you got kicked out of that, right?
Yeah.
What did you get kicked out for?
For write up schedule 2, possession of methamphetamine.
Oh, I could not hardly hear you. Just say it one more time.
Got wrote up for possession of methamphetamine.
Oh, okay. Okay, that was yeah, and you got moved, I guess, in May of 21. You was there for a little over a year.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, good, good, good. Okay. But did you learn anything while you were in there?
Yeah, I learned that I had a drug problem. And I learned a lot of stuff with the programs they made us do while we was in there.
And it's one of the premier programs in the state. You had an opportunity to be there, and oh well. So what programs are you taking now to address your drug use, your substance abuse use problems?
Yeah, I've done since I've been here. I've done pre-release, and I'm in Living in Balance 2. I completed phase 1 already. And the NAAA meeting.
Okay. How's the NAAA meetings going?
Going good.
And then, go ahead.
I've just been in there a little over a year now. That's the first time I really ever been in the NAA. I never done it on the street,
And how long you been using drugs? When did you start?
Originally I was 22, 23.
Okay. Now there's some indication that you were in GED and you got removed 3/7 of 21 for disciplinary.
Yes,
What was
ma'am.
that?
That's when I got kicked out the reentry program.
Oh, it's the same thing? Oh, okay. Are you in GED now?
Oh, ma'am.
Why not?
Because I never signed up for it, because when I was in Angola, I was just doing the all-day GED until I went home, because I had that learning disability and it wouldn't let me advance the way I needed to take the test. I was just staying in all-day GED till I went home.
So what that mean? You don't want it? You don't think you can?
I mean, I'd love to get it, but I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to get my grades high enough, my scores high enough to get it.
Okay, okay. So if you're successful today, where would you live and how would you support yourself?
Repeat that again if you don't mind.
If you get released, where would you live and how would you support yourself?
Okay, I'm with my mother for a little bit, and right down the street. And right down the street is the mechanic shop that I used to work at that I'm gonna go back to.
Okay, right. And let's talk about your write-ups. Besides the one getting kicked out of the reentry program, I guess those was the ones those are the write-ups 4/1/22, 5/21 that was in that program.
No, 4/1/22 was when I came from Angola to here.
What was that contraband?
That was a failed drug screen.
Okay, all right. You need a little more work, don't you, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you for answering my questions. Warden, what you want to share with us?
Sure, Ms. Wise. Currently right now, he's enrolled in Living in Balance. He's at phase 1. He's phase 2. He's also attending NAA. Ms. Wise, we would like to see him, get his GED, while we have him here. We have him, backlog, we'll be getting him in that, next upcoming.
Thank you, Wood.
Ms. Daigreport, were you working with Judge Knight with the reentry program?
Yes, ma'am.
He's pretty lenient. So when you say you were an all-day GED till you went home, how close were you going home when you had a positive drug screen?
I was supposed to go, I think it was like a week after I got sent to the cell blocks when I got kicked out. I was supposed to go up to court. Because I got my certifications and all that.
All right, so what did you learn about that decision?
It was a really bad decision and it costed me more time and
Yeah. Have you thought about that?
I've been thinking about it for the past 2 years now.
Well, you know what, what it tells me is that, maybe you did good in the program, you learned a lot, but you didn't learn everything you needed to know, you weren't ready. And so maybe you can take advantage of the opportunities that are here for you now to, for us, as we like to tell people, it's not about just getting out, it's about staying out. And you weren't equipped at that point in your life to stay out, obviously. So maybe it'll take this time. I hope so. Let's ask the folks who joined us for their comments. We'd like to hear from your brother, Mason. Is Mason on the phone? We don't see him. Do you have Angela Hoffman? This is Angela. We're trying to see, we were a little late for them, maybe they couldn't join us on the C, and we also had expected Paul England. Angela's coming in now. Yes, it says excellent. There you go. All right, can you, we'd like to hear from you. If you unmute, I think you're muted.
Okay, I'm unmuted.
Go ahead, what would you like us to know?
Speaking on behalf of Myles Daigreport, he is my ex-son-in-law. I think it'll do him some really good being home with his children. All three of them miss them. I'm with his kids every day. I love Myles as if he's my son. Him and my daughter are divorced, but in my eyes, he'll always be my son. I've seen the good side of Myles. I know it's good for him. I've got his oldest son in counseling. So if Myles is released, I'm willing and able to. I live maybe 10 minutes away from where he's going to reside at. I'm willing to participate in any assistance that is needed in getting Myles proper help he needs to live a fulfilled life with his kids, my grandkids. I'm just willing to help in any way I can.
Do the children live with you?
No, they live not even 2 minutes from my house. I live around the corner from their home.
Okay, good. Well, you're blessed. Thank you
Yeah.
for joining us. We appreciate it. Is anybody else on the phone? We have Mason.
Yes, that's Mason.
Okay, go ahead, Mason. You're still on mute.
I'm sorry. I'm just here to speak for my older brother. I mean, I've been around his kids since he's been gone. His kids miss him dearly. I mean, he's been gone for 4 years. I'm really hoping that he's able to come home and be able to be there with his kids. Our dad was actually diagnosed with brain cancer a few months back. I'm just hoping that he can come home before. I mean, he's doing very well right now. Don't get me wrong. My dad's doing very well. But hopefully he'll be able to come home before he gets too bad. Because both me and Myles was both incarcerated whenever our grandfather passed away. And we missed that. And I know how much it tore me up. Like I said, he's doing well now, but nobody knows how long that's going to be. So I'm hoping y'all can find it in y'all's heart to let him come home to spend some time with our dad before it gets bad.
Great, thank you. We appreciate that. And Mr. Anglin? Go ahead, sir. Mr. Anglin, can you hear us? Mr. Anglin, if you can you hear us, sir? You're on mute and we can't hear you. We'd like you to pull over before we can talk to you. So Mr. Anglin is the former employer with who I'm assuming at the mechanic shop. You can't, your microphone's on mute, sir, and we can't speak to you till you park. You're still on mute. Still can't hear you.
Okay.
There you go. Go ahead, sir. We heard you then. Can you go ahead?
Ma'am, do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm here. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. Sorry for the problem there. Yeah, Mr. Myles has worked for me in the past, and he was a good worker and a good hand, and we'd like to give him a second chance. And if you guys feel like you can give him a second chance, we'd like to give him a second chance and put him to work. And I know he's been through some troubles, and we'd like to help him through it and see if having a good steady job will help him out with that.
Well, good. We appreciate you taking the time to speak to us this afternoon. Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
ma'am. All right, no problem. Thank you.
Sir. All right, Mr. Myles, is there something you'd like to say to us before we vote?
That's pretty much it. I mean, other than I'd love to
Wait,
go
we
home.
can't hear you. Gotta speak up.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, except for the fact that I'd love to be home with my children, but I mean, I want to get help for myself also, too.
Good. Glad to hear you say that. All right, I think we're ready to vote. Mrs. Wise?
Mr. Myles, you've had some outstanding support today, opportunities, and they've changed my mind. For me, my vote is to grant after you complete Steve Hall, the long-term 9 months program at Steve Hall, and then you follow that recommendation. That is my vote.
Mr. Roche?
My vote is the same, for the same reasons, under the same condition.
And Mr. Daigreport, I'm willing to give you another chance. I think you know what you need to do, but if we want to, you said you acknowledged that you needed some help, and so we're going to give you that help through that program before you go home. So my vote is the same for the same reasons, with the same special conditions. Good luck to you, sir.
One more thing, when would I be going to that program?
As soon as we send you there, as soon as DOC sends you there.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, good luck.